You earn 50,000 a year. Now that sounds really, really good. So why does your bank account keep acting like you earn 20,000? You get paid, you feel rich for about 5 minutes, then the bill starts coming out. You got rent, council tax, car payments, food, Netflix, a random Amazon order you don't even remember making. And before you know it, you're checking your bank account thinking, hold on, where did all my money go? If that's you, don't worry, because today we're going to follow a 50,000 salary from payday and see where it actually goes. And trust me, 50,000 can disappear a lot faster than you think. But first, you don't actually get that 50,000. This is the first thing we need to clear up. If your salary is 50,000, you don't get 50,000 landing in your bank account. I mean, it would be nice to actually have that 50,000 just landing in your bank account, but HMRC comes for their cut first. Before you even see your money, you've got income tax. So I'm talking about national insurance, maybe a pension. If you've got a student loan, that's another one. So that 50,000 you tell people you earn and the money you actually get to spend are two different numbers. And that's before you have paid a single bill. Okay, on payday, your salary has landed. Lovely. For one brief moment, your bank account looks healthy. Enjoy it. Because here comes the rent. Okay, let's say that's £1,000, that's gone. Council tax, another 150. Gas and electricity, let's say 120. Phone and broadband, another 70. Then you have got a car. Maybe that's a car payment, insurance, petrol, servicing. Let's say your transport costs around £400 a month. Then that's a food, which is £300 on shopping. Maybe another £150 on takeaways, meals out, and those little trips to the shop where you somehow spent £18 when you only went out for a milk. Then you have got Netflix, Spotify, Amazon Prime, the gym, iCloud, maybe an app you signed up for 6 months ago and completely forgot about it. And all of a sudden, that 50,000 salary isn't looking quite as big. But here's where your money really goes. This is the funny part. Most people don't wake up one morning and say, you know what? I think I'll waste £500 today. It happens slowly. £6 here, £12 there, £20 somewhere else. You buy lunch because you didn't bring any, then a coffee, then another coffee. Friday comes around and you get a takeaway. Saturday you're out with friends. Sunday you're on Amazon buying something that apparently you now desperately need. None of it feels like a lot of money. That's the problem, because a £10 doesn't feel that much. £20 doesn't feel that much, but do it again and again and again. And suddenly you have spent hundreds of pounds without buying anything you would call expensive. That's how money disappears quietly. Then you get a pay rise. Now, here's where it gets even better. You've been earning, let's say, £40,000, you get a promotion, you're now on £50,000. Yes, more money, that's it. You're finally going to start saving, except maybe you have got a nicer car. You start going to slightly nicer restaurant, you book a better hotel when you go away. Maybe you move into a nicer place and 6 months later, you're earning more money. But somehow you're still waiting for payday. How? Because when our income goes up, our spending has a funny habit of going up with it. The things you once thought was expensive, all of a sudden starts looking normal. And that's how someone can earn £30,000 and feel broke, then earning £40,000 and feel broke, then 50,000 and still feel broke. You can keep earning more, but But if you keep finding new ways to spend it, nothing really changes. So, what do? If you like your coffee, you buy your coffee. The point isn't to stop enjoying your money. You worked for it. The point is to actually know where it's going. Here's one simple change. Stop saving what's left at the end of the month, because let's be real, what's normally left? Not much. Instead, when you get paid, move some money straight away. Some into savings, some into investment, if that's right for you, some towards whatever goals you're working on, and then live on whatever that's left. You're basically paying your future self first, because if you leave all the money sitting in your current account, your current self has a very good chance of spending it. Imagine James and Sarah both earn 50,000 a year, same salary. James gets paid and thinks, I will save whatever I've got left at the end of the month. Sarah gets paid and moves money into savings straight away. Then she spends whatever's left. A month goes by, not much different. 6 months, still not huge, but 5 years, 10 years. Now we're talking about two people who could be in different places, and they both started on the same salary. That's why the number on your payslip doesn't tell the whole story. It's not only about what you earn, it's also about what you keep. So the question is still there. Why do you feel broke on 50,000? It might not be because 50,000 is a bad salary. It doesn't always mean you're wasting money either. Living in the UK isn't cheap, housing can be expensive, food has gone up, energy costs money, cars cost money, kids definitely cost money, and where you live can make a huge difference. But there's still one question worth asking. Do you actually know where the money goes every month? Not roughly, actually no. Because you might actually be surprised. So here's something you can do tonight. Open your banking app, look at the last 3 months, and find the one thing that made you say, I spent how much on that? I think nearly everyone will find one. And now, I want to know something. If you're living in the UK today, what salary do you think you actually need to live comfortably? 40,000, 50,000, 70,000, 100,000? Put your number in the comments. I have a feeling we're going to get some very different answers.